Paycheck Away project is a collaborative effort to reveal the reality of thousands of Coloradans who are one paycheck away from homelessness, from hunger, or from forgoing health care that they badly need.
We traveled to 6 different locations across the state so we could get a good view of what poverty looks like in the state of Colorado.
And to really talk about the real people and the real change that is needed in their lives.
With the Paycheck Away tour, we were able to bring the human faces to the issues that we talk about every day in the newspaper. Instead of statistics and those numbers that we see, we saw human people.
The focus of the Paycheck Away Coalition is to try to make systemic changes. And we need help from the Colorado legislature to do that.
My name is Heather. I'm 25 years old. I'm a mother. I'm here because I can't get enough help from the state and can't make enough money to provide food for my family. I think it took about 30 days to get any cash benefits, but every month you're getting a letter saying that the next month you're not going to get benefits. So then you're spending like 2 weeks, like past the time you were supposed to get your benefits, trying to get them.
The food stamp program is the answer to addressing hunger in Colorado. But that doesn't mean that these programs don't need significant changes. As we've seen through many of our client interviews and discussions, the benefits are too low, the application process is too cumbersome, people are made to feel as if they're not deserving of these benefits. We would like to see a culture in Colorado changed.
I'm talking about that part of Colorado recognizing that this part of Colorado exists. That we are not going to have the numbers at Tri-County Housing that urban areas are going to have. But that doesn't mean those people don't need help.
I probably serve 5 or 6 eviction notices a week, which is high for this area, but people just can't afford to pay rent.
2 years ago, I became a single mom. Daycares, sometimes it's $800 a month before you can get them into the public schools. So if you're looking at rent being $800 a month and daycare being $800 a month, and what are you supposed to do? We make choices, yes, to live in Douglas County, which is more expensive, but it's also because as best we can, we want to keep our families intact.
I think most people know that the healthcare system is really approaching a crisis here in Colorado. We have, most recently, it was estimated almost 790,000 uninsured people. 180,000 of those are kids. These are people that have no access to healthcare except for emergency departments, emergency rooms, or some capacity to pay out of pocket, which very few of them have.
I got sick with a rare brain disease that dropped me out of college. I was a single mom of 4 kids. I still qualify for adult Medicaid under the disabled program, but when it was time to renew my Medicaid last time, in the 6 months it took to get it cleared to renew, even though I am intelligent, did all the paperwork correctly, brought people with me to double check the paperwork, my Medicaid worked for a total of 14 days. That's it. That means I went without medication. My children, one of them has severe asthma, also went without medication.
I have big issues that I need to take care of health-wise. Can't get it done here because the help is not here in this county. Have to go as far away as Denver to get the health care that's needed.
As old as I am, all my life, whatever I was worried about financially, it was health care. And you people in this room better get this in your head. Like I said, one sickness away and you're in bankruptcy. Again, I come up the hard way. I mean hard way. I was never handed a handout. We live comfortably. We don't go looking for somebody. If people need a hand, we must help them.
The federal poverty level really just looks at how many people are poor. It's not really an adequate threshold for determining what people need to really be self-sufficient and what they need to make ends meet in our state. Also with the poverty level, it's not regionally based and it's not adjusted according to the needs of a family. Our standard actually adjusts by family size and by family type. So how many children, how old are the children, and it also looks at every county in the state of Colorado. So the cost of living in various places like Denver versus Castilla County is going to vary quite a bit. We hope that the self-sufficiency standard is going to be a really useful policy tool and an education tool, because if we're going to work toward getting people to self-sufficiency, to meeting all their basic needs, we have to know what that threshold is.
What we're trying to do is make sure that people in the state of Colorado can access the earned income tax credit at the state level so they can have the same type of support from the federal government. This helps people actually get out of poverty. By giving them a helping hand, they can move themselves out of poverty fairly quickly without the bureaucracy of filling out 2 tons of paperwork and waiting in line for 10 hours a day while working 45 hours a week.
I'm hoping that something can change, not just for me, but for other families.
Everybody needs a little help sometime. You know, this is the land of plenty. Yes, I know times are hard for everybody. But you can't forget us small-time people, because we need it too. We're just as important as anybody else.
I need some help. There's a lot of men out here that need help.
Until people's incomes are raised, or until people look at really addressing the self-sufficiency standard in Colorado and look at the needs of people below the poverty level, the issues of hunger and health care and housing and issues that impact poverty will continue.